let's do A Train.
Oh, I tried to look at the order and it didn't come out enough. I know A Train.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, that wasn't in my list, so give me a second to find it. We're a little easy, okay, good. Hello.
We have Britt Torres on the keyboard, Margaret Holberg playing the ukulele, Jeff Palmer on the bass, and
Silence. What is there to say when silence is what you're talking about? The poetry of silence is the poetry of love. Little girls walk by her giggling, bird sings a pretty song. Gentle rain engine comes along, the dogs bark, there's nothing to say that we're one. We are one. We are one. There's nothing to say, all we can do is sing. We are one. We are one. What can be done? What can we do but care for all others when we are one? This dream that we're separate, we're dreaming of free, but to open our eyes and know we can sleep when we begin to see. From the silence of oneness, all diversity comes. From many notes come one song. From the silence of our heart, we see God know there's nothing to say. We're one. We are one. We are one. There's nothing to say. All we can do is sing. We are one. We are one. What can be done? What can we do but care for all others when we are one? Play to us, Brett. Come on. It's not we don't breathe the same air we do. It's not that we won't know platform, it's deeper than that. All we do is done to ourselves as all others because we are one. What else is there to say about what not can be said? Hear music of the heart instead of fragments in the head. The harmonies we love to play, singing another our song. Living for others, turn hands with heart. There's nothing to say. We're one. We are one. We are one. There's nothing to say. All we can do is sing. We are one. Oh, we are one. What can be done? What can we do but care for all others when we are one?
Now we're gonna hear Brett Torres on keyboard, and maybe some of us will play with him for a bit.
So this is the Entertainer, the piece by Scott Joplin. I think it was maybe composed in 1912 or 1915 or so, because I think it came before the Maple Leaf Rag, which I think was popular in the 1960. I think it was like at the top of the Hot Billboard charts of 1916. So, no further ado, this is the entertainer. So that was a veritable twofer because I threw into the mix the easy winners with the entertainer, which was a song that was also featured in the 1970s or so movie The Sting. Who knows when The Sting came out? What year was that? It was, what was it?
76, maybe?
Robert Redford? Is that?
Robert
Robert Redford? Yeah, so that movie, of course, repopularized ragtime as an American sort of musical treasure. So, yeah, that's also another beautiful piece, the Easy Winners. So, this is a piece by Charlie Parker called Charlie Parker's Yardbird Suite, and it goes like this. St. Patrick's Day night.
You
then.
know,
Right.
so if you would also include that for us?
Sure. We'll do that.
Okay, I think I should do like one more for the timer. Okay, like maybe like one extra one. Okay, so this is Mozart's Rondo alla Turca that I kind of do in some sort of jazzy sort of way. Its name is Turkish March is what it's normally called. It's like the third movement of one of his sonatas and like.
Give me plenty of time to think which one you want to do. So it was probably about 6 years ago. Margaret wanted to learn how to play ukulele, so she convinced her husband, me, and we were beginners, and we had our friend Brett, expert on the keyboard, and with another beginner drummer, that might be a better way to say it. So all three of us, or four of us, got together, we were playing, and three of us were learners, and there was Brett. So that kept us going for a few years, and then the drummer moved on, but then we Nora, who actually taught drums when she was in high school. She taught drums in high school, so you could, So she joined us, and right before she joined us, Tom, he's actually been here for several years. He's a songwriter extraordinaire. You heard the song Silence. He's written over 100, I think, different songs. So he joined us, and so that's how we all got together.
Thank you. And this is our first gig.
We've done dances, but this is our first gig that wasn't a dance. So that's last year we've been doing some dances at a Unitarian church in Berkeley, which a lot of us attend, and now we're playing for you guys. So this is
If you want to dance, you're welcome.
Oh yeah, you're welcome to dance, and I have to introduce Paul Nardine, who got us to get all this great equipment so you can all hear it, and we can hear it. So thank you, Paul.
So for my last song, I'm gonna play All of Me. I don't know who wrote this song. I think it was popularized by a few singers, maybe in the 50s or the 60s, including, I think Frank Sinatra sings this. It might have been a song in the soundtrack of a movie.
Yeah, all of you.
Oh, it was all of them. Okay. Yeah, I seem to remember that the backwaters of the Wikipedia garbled in the back of my mind. So, okay. No further ado.
Needs to stuff her freezer with.
Can I ask you a question,
Of course.
keyboardist? How old were you when your fingers first touched a piano?
Oh, I mean, I was probably 3 when my fingers first touched the piano, but it was just an incidental graze. It wasn't some sort of engagement, but I played with extensiveness at the age of 9. I got piano lessons and I was also taking violin lessons at the time.
Wow. Do you give piano lessons?
I used to. I used to teach at the Berkeley Jazz Conservatory. In fact, I taught a class on ragtime, but I'm not currently teaching. But I'm trying to maybe teach later. Yeah. Thank you for asking.
Good. Wow.
Small is not from you, that's with the color of your eyes. I've got time to explain to me, romance beneath the color of rock blue skies. And all the trees falling to the sound of the breezes blowing. I'm trying to calling on heartstrings that please so can know. That's magic seems to whisper hush, and all the soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush. Can I just have one more dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? And every time I touch you, you just tremble inside. And I know how much you want me, you can't hide. Can I just have one more dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? One more moon dance with you. Yeah. But Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace. But out of my mind, I'm in love. Oh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried.
I thought I was all that's a gift. Sorry. All you get is trouble. All you get is pain. When I need sunshine, I got rain. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace. No doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Love's out to get. That's the way it seems. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. And then I saw her face. Oh, now I'm a believer. Not a trace of out of my mind. I'm in love. Oh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I'm in love.
I got through that one.
This is your first time or your second time?
Hey, let's behave. Here we go.
No, but I mean,
A 1, a 2, 1, 2, ready, go.
today.
Oh, we're not demanding, man.
Sorry, we're switching. King of the Road? Look at that.
We're supposed to do 12 blues right now. Blues.
12 Hour Blues.
Okay, we're gonna do 12 hour blues.
12 Hour Blues, and then King of the Road. Okay.
Okay, why don't we just do 12 hour blues?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go.
King of the Road, I think. Okay. I don't know if one of those is somewhere. I don't know. With you in a minute. I'm trying to find my new.
Oh, across the street. Is that 2 hours? Oh. Yeah.
Here's mine.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, I got it.
What?
Here we go, King of the Road. Trailer for sale, rooms rent 50 cents. No phone, no food, no pets. cigarettes, I put 2 hours of pushing broom rising in the 12th room. Man on means by no means king of the road. Third box car in the train, destination Bangor. Old Lord out some booze. Won't pay no union dues. I smoke old stogies I found. The short out to dig around. Man on means by no means king of the road. Every engineer in every train, all the children and all the men and all the men out in every town. Never loved it ain't like we know around now. Room 57, no phone, no pool, no water. I ain't got no cigarettes, all but 2 hours of pushing broom rising 8 or 12 room. Man by no means king of the road, king of the road. The road. Oh.
What's the next one?
Last song will be Dream Lover. Join in with us if you know the words.
But we did them good.
Because you've been practicing.
Yeah.
Every night I hope and pray the dream love will come my way. But you're holding my arms. I know no matter of her just because of a girl. All my own. I wanna be in love, so I don't have to feel alone.
time with us today. You were a great audience. We love playing for you. Love seeing that dancing back there. Give a hand to the dancers back there. It's surprising how fun it is to play for people who are dancing. So thanks so much for coming. We're the Upside Down Beats, and it was Brett Torres on keyboard, Tom Runero on acoustic guitar, Margaret Holbert, what's that called? Ukulele, Nora Bacon, drums, Paul Nordini, sound, I'm getting nervous, and I think my name is Jeff Palmer on bass. Thank you so much.
Jazz, which is